Yo, dig it. How come every morning when I go downstairs to walk out of this building, the hallway is kind of swervy? Kind of like I did a hallucinogen the night before. Now, this apartment unit at 1355 Valley Place, which is actually the 1357 building, has 2 air conditioning units or heat pumps outside, A304. Now you tell me why a single apartment needs 2 heat pumps or 2 air conditioning units outside, and I'll tell you there's something weird going on here. So a resident actually said to me, get out of that room when I first moved to this single room here. So there's something going on. That air vent, there's something going on. I've never had my teeth get this bad, but they're rotting. I've heard Seroquel rots teeth, so I wonder if they're doing an aeration Seroquel, like aerosol through the vents. You know, the cops do that shit. Of course, I'm crazy already, so it might just be crazy. Or this is the room that they drug people in and fuck them up in. Just tell me why there's 2 vents outside that say A304 downstairs that are heat pumps for one apartment, why it feels strange, and why that air smells funny sometimes. It smells funny, not like normal air. So, I was basically straight edge for a long time. Before that, I was on a drug called Zyprexa for 20 years, 15 milligrams. The recommended dose is 2.5 to 5 milligrams. The doctors put me on 15. I guess they didn't like me. I know somebody else they put on 45 milligrams. He's also on 5 other meds. They have doctors come to give him his shit. He gets injections. People shop for him and pay his bills. The man lives on $20 a week. He doesn't even have a phone in his apartment. So all you human service providers are playing fucked up games like the Fairfax County Police. Fuck you. And so I kick back and wait because I was supposed to get housing. And then the case manager here gave me my housing letter today, and guess what? It said I was supposed to move in on July 1st. And she keeps telling me I owe money. The other week she said I owed $1,200. Now she says next week if I move in I owe $400. Yet I talked to a man from church today who said if your voucher is 100% paid for, you owe nothing. So it sounds to me like they're trying to extort me here. The management at Friendship Place, Valley Place Transitional Housing, is trying to extort me, Nathaniel Shelhays Vizdos, who has a approved Section 8 housing here in the city. 100% permanent supported housing for disabled at-risk people, chronically indigent fucking people like me. Homeless for years. Yet for some reason, I didn't get my welcome letter to the apartment until today, and it said July 1st is my move-in date. So I spoke to some people at church about it, and I ignored the case manager saying, relax, calm down. Because that's what people always say when they're fucking you over and lying to you. So when you make stupid comments and stupid compliments like, oh, he's usually a gentle giant. I'm not a giant, I'm a human being, and y'all forgot that. And you're fucking me. The food here sucks ass. There's no food here to really eat. You can't eat the food here. And half the shit, they take it out and give it to other places. Because I've seen them take the stuff that we're supposed to get in the middle of the night and take it in a bag into one of the apartments, a big trash bag full of our food supplies. And that's a guy who lives here named Jerome, who does the shabby shit, like take our stuff. He also takes it to other buildings as well in the other parts of the city. He also shows up at Grace Church in Georgetown at sunrise because he needs a shower because he says he's homeless, except where he lives here. So I called it a halfway house to somebody to go, oh no, this is a program. Program for what? To lose my voucher and have people lie to me through their fucking teeth? I just want straightforward answers. And when I ask that stuff, nobody wants to talk to me or whatever. So I guess I had a couple of lawyers ask me what's going on. I gave the lawyers the information of this place. Maybe that'll help me get my voucher, which I received, and now they're trying to hold the fuck out on me. Because the welcome letter actually says to the apartment I applied for like 5 months ago, said I was supposed to move in on July 1st. No one gave me the letter until just today. Tanisha Carter, gave me that letter today. She works here. I guess she's my case manager now. Who knows? It's like fucking musical chairs with no real answers and telling me to calm down. I'm pretty calm. You know, if you're a person and someone keeps kicking you in the side, you're gonna say, hey, stop kicking me in the side. And I'm actually a person of God. Are there any people of God watching my videos? You know my name is Nathaniel, and I am the one who changed the Bible 2 years ago on July 6th, 1 year ago on April 12th, and I changed the Quran last year in October. Can anyone else claim that? Nathaniel Shellhays Vizdos says, hey, holy people, people of God who we're taking over the world, someone please help me and teach these people here, all of them, the residents and the staff, a lesson for fucking with homeless people and doing us dirty. It's called doing human beings dirty when we're out here suffering and dying. You say, oh, we'll take care of you. And then you do us worse when you bring us in here. That's the tip of the iceberg. We'll get to more later. Maybe I'll get my housing. Maybe I'll be dead. These fucking people don't care. They just want $10. They keep saying, oh, there's an envelope with the budget waiting for you tonight. There's no envelope. Miss Carson, Renee Carson, who was my case manager before, kept asking me, oh, the budget, the budget, the budget. We actually had a first meeting about budgets the first week I got here. Some woman had like $1,000 in her fucking envelope on her budget thing going, hey, this is what we do. No one's getting my tacos, my Doritos, or my fucking disability money, or my housing shit. And the old roommate I had here, Wayne, saw me the other day. He goes, hey, I heard you got your voucher and decided not to use it. No, not at all. Hey, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, please stop the extortion and let me get my apartment, please. Because it's easy to make mentally ill people upset. If it's easy to make normal people upset when you fuck them over, mentally ill people get even more upset. So I'm actually doing miraculously well. Also considering I was drugged on the street this week and I figured out how because they basically showed me afterwards. When you let someone borrow your lighter to get a light, they drop a grain of some bullshit in your lighter. And then when you go to light your bowl again, you're fucking smoking whatever it was. Then I acted crazy and threw out all my shit here basically that night, overnight, all night long. And then 2 days later, I got weed at the store. And that weed had shit in it too on Friday. And I almost got arrested on Friday because of that. So, guess what? I didn't smoke all of it. I'm going to give it to the judge on Tuesday. So what I'll do is I'll post this video after I go to court on Tuesday. I'm going to say, hey, judge, if there's anything in my system, check this weed here because I got it from this store and I'll email you the receipts so you know everything about it. And I'm sorry if I thought y'all were my friends, but y'all have a hardcore picture of HR from Bad Brains in your store, which means that store is sacred and whoever fucked me up has ruined their sacredness. And now they will have to pay. And God will teach every single person the lesson. I can't. I'm an idiot. Half dead, half hungry, and half tired all the time. And apparently fucking drugged. And let's not even get into the water bottles here. They serve water here in bottles. It's not even a brand you get in a store. That shit fucks you up. You put it in the freezer, it doesn't even fucking melt. That's true. And what else? Oh, the soul food you get. Sometimes they say, no, you can't have an extra one. And they just give you one. And sometimes if you ask, they go, sure, you can have two. One lady goes, here, take 4. Oh. Oh, and at lunch, if you want to eat lunch here, you get a jail sandwich, except for you don't, because you don't. It has 1 piece of lunch meat, 1 piece of processed cheese food, and 2 pieces of white bread. And then I think you get a choice between chips and an apple and a soda. And that's your lunch here for an adult. Breakfast is even better. You can get a cup of oatmeal or 2 cups of oatmeal or 2 little boxes of cereal. And I think you get a milk and maybe a little fruit cup, a little sauce in it, like sugar water with soaked fucking bullshit in it. So you guys here at Friendship Place, but specifically Valley Place Transitional Housing, have fucked me over way too much. And y'all know it. And so now I make stupid ass videos and let people out the window listen because everybody listens. And everybody has a third ear because we're magic, right? Remember? The nice thing about me is I'm fucking batshit crazy. That's why I'm on disability. But everybody else here is fucking stone cold normal. So y'all are all fuck ups and weirdos and I'm a fucking crazy person, except for y'all are worse than me. And I'm not even fucking up to the level of human being yet. I'm like way below human being, way below person. I'm lower than a fucking dog or a cat that's stray. Animals that are stray that get taken into an animal shelter get treated better than human beings. So I'm lower than a stray dog or a cat, and the fucking people who work here are lower than that because of what they've done to me. And if anybody works here unknowingly, I hope you know now what the staff here does to the residents and what you're protecting. If you're security here, you protect this to keep going on. Oh, also, some of the residents here do sex acts in the alleyway, and I can watch them. They also sell drugs out there, and I can watch them. Ooh, I don't. I looked the other way and closed the blinds. One of them even looked up here to make eye contact with me before she went down. I was like, close that shit up. Of course, she was in my group here the first couple weeks when I thought that might help. You know what she said in the group? You might want to add sex to your healing, to your whatever it's called, your therapy or the fuck your program. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So let me ask y'all something. What's better, jerking off or hiring a slave to jerk you off or to make you come and get an orgasm? So most people around here, I think in DC, like to hire slaves to have orgasms. I just jerk off. And I'm looking for a family. I'm trying to start a family. I don't have any diseases. I don't have any children. A lot of people have diseases and have children they don't want. I don't have either. But what I do have is a bunch of people in the city who want to hurt me, probably nationwide and worldwide. And it's because there's lots of money involved and because I grew up in Reston and they're trying to fuck me up. Oh, because they're the architects and grand wizards of the world, or, you know, like the KKK, or the people who founded South Africa, or the Brandenburg Mine in South Africa, or Die Joiner, the Joiners from those Germanic tribes, Die Joiner. Oh, I'm sorry, join or die. So everything's backwards. So Die Joiner, the Joiner in German, the Joiner, or join or die, right? So these people are the ones who did the fucking Bible, King James Version, slavery, South Africa, Israel, Myanmar, all the new slave capitals of the world, as they dissolve the United States of America and relocate everyone to New Zealand. Now, all that shit and all that artillery, all that military we left in Afghanistan, the United States is airdropping in 30 to 70 billion a fucking week into Kabul every week in cash. That's where that 35 trillion's going. How do I know? I don't know. I heard it online. Who cares? Maybe it's not true. Where do you think all the artillery is going, though? They're using it through the Taliban, through the Russians, through the Crimea watershed, straight down into Australia and New Zealand. So, anybody who's in New Zealand, who cares? Start doing crazy shit and fucking them up. All you retired tobacco executives and alcohol executives and industry executives who used to use slavery, well, you can't do it here anymore, but hey, don't worry, your friends over in the United Arab Emirates, each emirate, they have like 5 million slaves in each Emirates. And all those young men, when they turn 18, get $250,000 a year because they're royalty, the Emirates themselves. There's only 1,000. Well, I'm sorry. There's 1 million Emirates in Qatar, and there's 4 million Pakistani slaves working in the oil fields in Qatar. And the young Qatar men, as soon as they turn 18, they get $250,000 a year to start and a Mercedes brand new, and they get all the shit, right? And the other men slave and die in the oil fields. They're the black people with straight hair. They're the next slaves we have to officially end and change the entire planet. However, we got work to do here in the United States first. We've basically stopped the black hair slaves with curly hair here in the United States officially. And we're going to soon fucking work everything the fuck out. And it's not really us, it's God. We're just letting everyone know. You know God, that thing that nobody believes in anymore? Start to believe. Really, start to believe. I hope everyone here had a good time listening with your magic ear or out the window. And hope anybody who likes to watch TV or stupid shit enjoys watching this dumbass video. Because I don't give a fuck, and neither do you. That's why I'm almost dead multiple times out here. I care, though. I care about me, and I'm going to fix me.